it grew very fast. Suddenly, it was in the last 2-3 years, it just mushroomed, and then overnight it's gone dead, right? Because of the change in circumstances. Now, no formula can help you there. When the circumstance arise, you have to deal with it. And before that, you have to start thinking, hey, what if this business, if the circumstances is like that, then that's what strategic planning is all about. Yeah. So I know at the moment real estate is a bit tougher. Okay, sorry, I can't help you further.
Okay, thank you. So YC, does Mr. Loh answer your question? I think it's not like you can't help him, Mr. Loh. Is if he go through the business planning, then he will think of his own strategy on how to react with the market situation, right? Like you say, there are 1,000 strategy, and then need to. That's why later on we'll show you. Okay, maybe we will show you. Yeah, I have a comment from Kevin. I guess if YC owns the banking sector now, he may dominate the market share.
True. Well, yes and no. He owns the banking sector. He also has to own the steel industry, the building materials sector, and the government land or the land supply. No, there's so many factors. You can't dominate, especially in the real estate sector. You really can't dominate, because real estate business requires a huge amount of capital. Even big companies, when they get into this business, they're only a fraction of the total market. Okay, so how do you dominate? You can't dominate. What you want to dominate is niche market. Niche market. You choose a niche, a small sector of that market, but big enough for you, and then you dominate that one by doing that very well. Okay, so that's what you want to do.
Positioning. Okay, so that's we bring you to this. Can you all see this screen? This is like a 80 pages, 80 plus pages business planning template or guide that Mr. Loh has spent his time and energy to develop for premium student. And after you go through all this, YC will be more, will have his own, will come up with his own strategy. Let's just show you all what this business plan. We have all this. Can you see the list of content of these 80 plus pages business strategic business plan, this template? Okay, and each of the segment on the left hand side, there will be explanation. The thought process of coming out with the left hand side is your thought process, right? The black color one, and the blue color one is the actual writing of your business plan. So actually, for the premium student, congratulations, you will have on the left hand side the thought process, but on the right hand side, it is your business, and you need to develop the blue color area by yourself, right? Okay, so this is only the one page, which is the executive summary, and also this is the financial stuff.
Example is an example. Actually, this is like Confucius said, not Sanzi, Confucius said. You give a man a fish, right? You feed him for a day, but when you teach him how to fish, he's no longer hungry for life. So, whereas if just fill in a form in a template, you really don't get to understand the strategic thinking process, right? So it's important that we don't just spoon feed on the filling in of form. We want you to understand the thinking behind doing the process and coming up with a plan. Right? So like that, the sample that Ivana was showing, right, will help you, will guide you on the thinking process together with the course.
Yeah, so that's why the benefit of premium students. So in the course, we will give you theoretically the theory side of what is a mission, a vision, a critical success factor. And then when you actually develop your business plan, this is the sample that you can follow through. So on the left-hand side, the black color one is Mr. Low's thinking process. On the right-hand side is your business. So you come up with your vision, you come up with your mission, you come up with your own critical success factor. This is 80 plus pages. So it's very, very worth it for the premium student. And now you are attending live, you can also see this is what, okay, and the important financial data that you should put in your business plan, and how you analyze that financial data and come up with a strategic plan. Okay, so let's move on to the third question by Zil Farina Abdul Aziz. Zil Farina is asking, branding and marketing for small business, how to do, let's say a small business, how to do that? Because it's very important, branding and marketing. You are small, people don't know you. So what's your advice on that?
Yeah, yeah, it's not easy, branding and marketing for small business because advertising is very expensive, especially if you're talking about radio or newspaper advertising. That's very expensive. So that's why social media has become very popular in terms of entrepreneurial awareness, creating entrepreneurial awareness. Okay. And also word of mouth, very important for small businesses because small businesses require high touch points, okay? And you as a small business, obviously if you are competing in an industry where there are big players, right, you got to differentiate yourself. Again, I mentioned niche market. You have to look at which part of the total market that you want to concentrate on and do better than anybody else. You can beat the competitors. I'll give you an example, and this is an interesting one. DG. When DG came into Malaysia, there were two giant players, Celcom and Maxis. Okay? When DG was new, it was very, very small. Nowhere near the other two. So what it did was they were very clever. Of course, DG worldwide is very big. They are part of the Tele, I can't remember the name, Tele something group. But when they started out, what they did was they did strategies. They went for niche. They went for the young. Okay, their advertising campaign was very young, targeted. You can see it's the yellow man. What yellow man? Yeah. Very playful yellow man. Okay, that appeals to the young, you see. And they did strategies that were very clever because they knew that the two giants cannot compete there. For example, they went into the prepaid market. Okay, they went to the prepaid market and they made it very cheap. Now, and they went into certain niche services and priced themselves in a very attractive way, whereas Celcom and Maxis, because they have already fixed their price, they already have invested everything, their infrastructure and so on, they can't just change overnight. They are like a big ship, want to turn also turn slowly on. Whereas they are a small ship, they can go left, right very fast. Okay, so that is the difference. So, well, I don't think I can say much more beyond that. You need to look for yourself where are your high touch points, how you want to differentiate yourself from the competitor, and make sure that you do so well that your branding spreads. People take notice, and then they tell their friends, and that's how you grow.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Farina, hope Mr. Law answer your question. So, Kevin was asking, where will this business plan? I will update it in the members area. So you can download it. You can download this business plan, and then read through. Read through. But most importantly is you understand the thinking process behind. Because like Mr. Low said, business is not template. It's not like, okay, now this template, I just follow whatever that is written here, and I just implement in my business. It's not that way lah. This is just a sample for you to refer to, and then you need to go through your thinking process. That's why it is important to go through the course, right? And then understand it, and then look at this sample business plan, and then develop your own business plan and implement in your own business. Okay? Okay, so now we cover all the 3 questions submitted from the audience. Now it's quiz time. I hope you all don't lock out. Continue on, quiz time. Okay, sorry, do you mind? Sorry, okay. So quiz time. Hey, how come that does not exist? Wait, again.
Copy correctly.
Huh? I copy. Wait. Never mind, I got here. I got another one here. Quiz time is. Let me see whether I can open this or not. Okay, can. Okay, sorry. I will give you out another link. This is the quiz. Can you open? If you can open, then you say open. You just type in the chat box open if you can open this. Please type in the chat box open so that we know you can open the training tool. Open. Okay. So right now we are in the quiz section. It's very fun to do the quiz because after you do the quiz, we have Mr. Low to give analysis on the answer and the wrong answer. So I highly encourage all of you that